lake fishing basics that will work anywhere. Hi, my name's Roger Osborne. In this video, I am going to teach you 3 foundational truths for lake or river fishing that actually applies wherever you live around the world, whether you're in saltwater or freshwater. So if you've been interested in fishing in your local lake, or you just maybe lack confidence, or you think, what are the basic things that I need to do to actually catch a fish, that's what you'll learn in this video. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when the next video is coming out. Let's get started. Oh, it's a little bit shallower here than I thought, which is good. So I'm going to walk a little bit to the left here. Oh, just saw a big fish go. There's some fish up here in the weeds. Well, I think we're a chance of getting a flathead or 2 out here today. That's what I reckon. I love wandering out through the water, just walking in amongst the weeds, and you never know what's out here. You see all sorts of creatures, octopus, crabs, stingrays. It's awesome, so much fun. So we're actually leaving the shore and we're walking out onto a shallow sandbar out into the middle of the lake. I've already seen some big fish in water that's less than knee deep, just big swirls in the water taking off as I walk out along here. I don't want to go too deep, you know, I just want to keep standing at a comfortable depth really. I guess if it was summer, it's not quite summer, I wouldn't mind, I could have a swim and fish at the same time. But so the first foundational truth for fishing in a lake is fish light. And what I mean by that is using light line and light tackle. It's a known fact that you get more bites on light line. The only trade-off is if you're in an area where there's really big fish, then it's going to be a little bit more skill to land them. But absolutely, you catch more fish, you get more bites using light line. So the gear I'm using today, these 2 rods are only about 6 feet in length. And I'm going to toss one out and leave it there, and I'm going to hold the other one. But they're actually only spooled with 8-pound monofilament line. They do have a fluorocarbon leader. But when you use light line, it's great fun. You get lots of bites. Now this applies to freshwater as well. If you're fishing, you know, for trout and different species in freshwater, absolutely light line makes a massive difference to, you know, to the fight and to how many bites that you get. So that's truth number 1, fish light. The only exception to that is if you're in a tropical area where the fish are massive and they're a lot more aggressive, then you can afford to upgrade the breaking strain of your line. But in general, in most lakes and river systems, light line gets more bites. In Australia, we call these nippers or yabbies. I know in South Africa they call them pink prawns. So it's interesting they get them in South Africa as well. So they're a natural bait that occurs here in the lake, and where we live in Australia, a lot of rivers and lakes, these little creatures live, and they're a fantastic bait. So I'm going to hold one line and leave one line just doing its own thing. Oh, I think I've got a fish. Yeah, I got one on this rod. Oh, it's actually pulling line, look at that. Sheesh, this is taking line. This was my first cast. Wow. I think I'm going to need the net actually. Now, because I've got light line, if it's a flathead, just got to be gentle with it so I don't get bitten off. But it actually pulled a bit of line before. It's actually doing an arc around to the left. Well, that's pretty cool, first cast. Just getting ready to cast my other line out, and this one did its own thing. Look at that. Yep. Now, let's hope it's not one of those things I caught last time. It's heading around to the left. What are we doing here? It's heading up this way. Oh, it might be, actually, one of those things. just have a look and see. I can't even see what it is. Oh, man, it's going in circles around me. Where is it? Oh, it's a nice fish, actually. I've got to get my net. It's a big bream. Wow, how good is this? This is going to be a beautiful eating fish, although I haven't got it in yet. Okay, I'm going to just try and guide him over towards me. Beautiful fish. Wow. Oh, look at that, I got him sitting in there. Look at that guy. What a cracker. That is a beautiful fish. I just waved, my friend's just turned up. You know what, I didn't bring a keeper net. I neglected to bring a keeper net. Not that that's a major problem, but this is a beautiful eating fish. What an absolute cracker of a fish. First cast. I think I'll take him in, put him in my bucket on the shore and come back out again. Very good. See those two stingrays? Look, one there. It's a double stingray setup. I nearly trod on this one. They don't mind if you just walk quietly past them. Now my good friend Will has popped in to have a fish. It was awesome. It's good to see you, mate.
It's great to be here. Really good. Looking forward to it.
Beautiful time of the afternoon.
So good.
So I had mentioned that in this video there were 3 foundational truths that I was going to teach. The second one is to use a bait that occurs naturally in the area where you're going to fish. That applies to freshwater as well as saltwater. And in this particular lake today, we caught some what we call yabbies or nippers. I'm going to get one out now. I'll grab it by the nipper so it doesn't bite me. You have a nipper there, you can see it's got quite a large pincer on it. And they will draw blood. Mm. Now, so that I don't get bitten by this nipper, someone actually recently explained something to me which is a great idea, because leaving the nipper on the yabby, it attracts fish. So I'm going to actually just break its top pincer off. Now it can't bite me. So, and that way I get to keep the nipper on, and really I'm just going to thread this on the hook. So really this is the rear end of the yabby or nipper. It's almost like threading on a worm. I'm threading the hook up through its body, and the barb of the hook is going into its head, really. You can see there. Then what I do is I do a loop and do a half hitch around the tail to hold its tail so it sits on the hook like that. Otherwise it would slip down the shank of the hook. So now you have this nipper here. Looks very, very natural, really.
It does.
So now we're ready to go. We're going to chuck that out. We've already caught one really beautiful fish. First cast, I've got a cracking bream. Now I'm just going to whack one on for you, William. Just give you another demo. Okay, Will. Where I caught that bream is I was actually still fishing pretty much on the shallows. Oh, there's some big fish over there. Can you see that water?
Yes.
See the swirling?
Yep.
I reckon if we cast just straight ahead out there and then just wait, I think we've got a good chance. So like if I just go flick like that, can you see where mine's landed?
Yep.
Over there. If you just sort of cast somewhere similar, so now it's just a matter of waiting.
Was that far enough out, do you think?
Yep. So we're just going to be patient and wait. We don't kind of wind the line in or drag it along the bottom.
How much drag should I have?
Well, I reckon you should have it relatively light.
Oh,
you got a fish.
Yep.
You still got him?
Yep.
Yeah, you do. Okay, wind him in slow.
I'm not sure he's still there.
Man, that didn't take that long, did it?
I think he's gone.
You think he's gone?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was pretty cool. I could see your rod bending away.
Just took the yabby.
I'll give you a yabby. Now, do you want me to give you one with a nipper?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so you can take him from me. Apart from the main things that I'm teaching in this video today, I chose this particular location pretty much purely purely for comfort because of the wind that's blowing, and I knew that I'd have some protection in this particular spot, and it also had the features that I was looking for to find the fish in the lake. So it just makes fishing much more pleasant and enjoyable when you don't have the wind blowing in your face. That's good. It's always good when you have the wind behind you. See all those fish move then?
Yep.
There's a school of fish out there. Alrighty, let's see how long it takes for us to get another bite. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
Oh yeah, you got one?
It's got one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll take the other rod for you.
Okay, thanks, mate. It's happened again. Actually feels all right. Feels okay. Sorry about that. I'll have to get my rod. It feels like another bream, actually.
I've lost my bait.
Okay, how about you give me that other rod and I'll put. Oh, hang on. You put your rod in this rod holder. That way you don't have to, and then you can fish with my one.
Yep.
Okay, this is cool. It's kind of arcing around that way. It's all right, I'll see. Am I under you or over you?
You're over me.
I'm over, okay.
I'll come under you.
All right. I think I'll probably need the net again. Yeah. It feels like it'll be a legal size fish.
It's right there, so it looks big. Okay, I'll get it.
Ooh. Thanks, William. I'll bring him over towards you. Oh, where'd he go? Here he comes. Sorry, mate. This light is getting a little bit... I'm sorry, I'm not helping, am I?
Yeah,
Look at that, another beautiful fish.
Another bream.
Can you believe that? Look at that.
Beautiful. So good.
Wow. That's another cracking bream. At least to this time he hasn't swallowed the hook.
Yeah, a bit easier.
Yeah, so just going to get him out. Oh, Bream City, mate.
That's right. Want me to hold? I'll hold your line for you.
Thanks,
The
mate.
rod for you.
Look at that, beautiful fish. It's a lovely eating size bream.
It's a beautiful bream.
And we're fishing in pretty shallow water, really. We've caught dinner in a pretty short period of time already. So what I'm going to do is, I'll let you fish.
Can I grab another prawn?
Yes, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't think I'm putting the braid on properly. I think I'm...
Oh, I don't know, I mean,
Maybe I'll go...
if you just thread it through and do the half hitch,
Yeah.
they are not a really robust bait.
Right.
You know, usually once you've had one bite,
You lose it.
yeah.
Okay. So... Oh, you've got no nipper.
Okay, so I think I'm going to toss this guy out again into the zone.
The zone's everywhere.
Yeah, that's right, the zone is everywhere. Just going to put that in this rod holder. The third foundational truth that I'm teaching in this video is to fish the areas of water where you've got a transition from shallow water into deep. I'm standing on a shallow sandbar. Lots of fish come up onto these shallow areas to feed, but then there's a point where the water gradually fades off into the deep. And when you fish that drop-off area, that's a very good part of a lake to fish, is you find those shallow areas where it transitions into the deep and you fish along that edge. That's also true with freshwater, because in freshwater oftentimes you've got shallow areas in dams and lakes. The water level's always going up and down, where you might have a shallow grassy area that then fades off into the deep area, and fish like trout come up into the shallows through the grass and the plants looking for bugs and things to eat. But fishing that transitional point from shallow to deep is very good. So that's what I'm doing here. I've walked out onto this shallow sandbar. Just in front of me the water gradually gets deeper, and you'll actually catch fish on the edge of the deep water and even up into the shallows as well. And I've got a couple of beautiful fish for dinner already. Haven't been fishing very long, really.
Looks like I'm going to go hungry.
Oh, it's too early to say that. Did you have a bite then?
No, but I think I it's like I haven't got a bait. Oh no, it's still a bit of bait, but can I get you to show me how to
Yeah,
do
sure.
it again? Because I just feel like I'm
Yeah, absolutely. If you come over here,
not putting it
I'll
on properly.
let that guy sit there. I wonder if it's still got something on it. I heard the rod going creak, 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 because as it bent over then, that was a solid bite.
Okay. Oh, you're
So
much better. That's
I
much
reckon,
better. I'm going to take
yeah,
that
head
one.
out that way. I might even still have a fish on there. That really bent the rod over then. But I better check the bait.
I'll hold your rod for you.
That's all right, I'll put that one in there.
Okay,
So I've
good.
got 2 rods up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a fish, I think. Have I? Yeah, I've got a fish. Look, it's taking off round to the right. Look at that.
Oops. I'm kind of it.
So they all hook themselves. We've got another one here. What is he? He's coming in fast. He's not as big. He's not as big as the other ones. Oh, there you go. So he's actually a little small, so I'm going to let this guy go. But really, this rod has had 3 casts and 3 fish.
It's amazing.
I can't complain about that. Beautiful. It was yeah, it was bending then. Something was having a go. It didn't fully take it. I tell you what, look at all those fish out there. There's something up on that sandbar. Although I think, I feel like casting there. I feel like casting there.
They're jumping.
Mate, they're everywhere.
I should have bought another rod. I've got 2 rods.
Well, I'll just toss that one out there like that, give that one a go. That's a slightly different spot to where I had it before. I'll put this one in here now and then check the bait on this one. But you know, if the seas are still rough, this would fish, this would be good fishing here all day, really. Oh, I thought I had one then. I think I momentarily had a fish then, but it got off, so I'll pull it back in again. Oh, it looks like I've still got a bit of bait left. Look at that. Ooh, yep, get out there. Now, I think we're going to catch a flathead as well. And whiting.
I've never caught a flathead.
Really?
No. I've caught the one in the ocean, little tiny one, the small ones. I never caught what I caught.
Depending on...
Oh, there's a bite.
Oh, you had a bit of a bite, didn't you? With these yabbies, William, we can let the fish
Hook themselves.
Hook themselves.
Right.
When you get a bite, just wait for a minute. Or if it pulls consistently hard,
Oh, here's a bite.
then you can lean into it just to set the hook. It pulled hard again then, didn't it?
Yeah.
They're definitely up on this sandbar. Just on that edge there.
I think I lost the bait.
Yeah, probably. I might have to cast out near you again. Hang on, I think I'm getting a little nibble myself. Yeah, I'm getting a nibble. Oh! Got to put a new bait on, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. Okay, here you go, buddy.
Okay.
Out where all those, there's obviously fish out there where all those ripples are. So straight towards that clearing, you go first and then I'll go after you. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's
further out.
That's in the zone. So I'm going to go a little bit to the left of you. I'm going to flick him about there.
A little bit further here. Should we keep it taut?
No, I reckon leave a little bit of slack, and once a fish has taken it and you feel a steady pull, you can
Okay.
try and hook it straight away, and then just, if you feel the weight of the fish on there, just
Set the hook.
just gently wind it in. It's a little bit different to the beach fishing. It's not as, the fish aren't always as big, so you can be a little bit gentler. Oh, look, would you believe I just picked that up?
I know.
What's going on?
It's got the Roger Osborne Midas touch.
No, got another one, would you believe? I don't know what this one is. Is it another bream or is it a different species of fish? That's the question.
What do you think it is?
I can't quite tell at this point in time.
Seems a bit
I
different
don't think
from
it's that
the
big yet. Anyway, I don't. Oh,
I'll get you.
it's not a baby. It's a nice little number. Look at that.
Yeah, it is quite.
I think the bream are really happening today. I think it's another bream. So, oops. Oops, there you can see the silver. Here he comes. I'll bring him over towards you. Yep, another beautiful bream. Look at that.
This is good, isn't it?
Wow. Mate, there's the
You're
bream
going
happening.
to have a good bream dinner.
Yeah, lovely bream dinner. Thank you, William. Awesome. Another one for the table. You have to improvise when you're out here in the water.
I'll hold that for you.
Oh, thanks, mate. I don't want to interrupt your fishing, William. I want
All
you
right, I'm waiting. I've got to have to...
getting the net off him.
I'm just lulling you into a full sense of fish security as well.
Beautiful little fish. Push that net in. Okay, fantastic. Yep, all happening. So it's been very productive so far.
I think maybe I should throw mine out a bit further.
Maybe. Where did it land last time?
It was in closer than the way you threw yours. So.
Now I'm going to... sometimes if you hadn't had a bite, you can pull it in a little bit and then
We
wait.
might be caught.
You feel like you're stuck on something? Bit of weed? Oh, do you have a fish?
No, I think you and I might be. Tell me, Tam.
No, I don't have you. No, I'm...
Okay, no, I don't think I have a fish. A bit of weed, I think.
Maybe a bit of weed or something, yeah. I might check my bait as well.
Well, bait's all right.
Hang on, where am I?
I am on you.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Does that need
I
to
couldn't tell. Oh, there goes that rod getting a bite now. What's going to
need to
happen?
be replaced?
Are you going to be swallowed? Yes, yep, it does. Just pull that bit off and chuck it away. Look at that guy, it's getting a couple of nibbles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It might not have any bait left on this one.
Okay. I'll grab you.
Been getting a few.
I think my hook's
Here you
too
go.
small.
No, it's about the same size.
Is it?
Yep. Well, I just had another bite on this line then. Alrighty, you're good. I'm going to check this one and... I have another fish on this one, William. It's just a small one. Oh. There you go, baby fish. Look at that guy. This is called a tarwine. They look similar to bream, but they've got stripes down them. Oops, and a yellow and really bright yellow fins. See them? These fish grow quite large, like a bream, and they're beautiful to eat. This guy's obviously just a little baby, tiny little baby tarwine.
Oh, look at that.
See him?
Yeah.
Whoa, there he goes. He let himself go.
Yeah. He's just staying there.
Hey, look at that, William. They are swans.
Black swans.
I think they're black swans.
Yeah, they're native to Ballarat.
Native to Ballarat. Wow.
They're over there and in Perth. I think the only two places they were native from, but obviously.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went from over to here.
So I'm going to cast a little bit to the left where I haven't cast before. Just going to try over there and see. You're more likely to catch a flathead that way because you really got to prospect the ground a little bit.
Right.
Although I still may catch a bream or something.
Yep, that's a bite.
I'm on this one now. I've got one. Filled a bite. Yep.
Can we take this one?
Yeah, you can take that one if you want. This one doesn't feel that big. I've got 3 good size eating
Oh,
fish
this is
so
big.
far.
This one's good.
Yeah, just nice and slow. Just hold the rod up and just pull it in slow because if it's a big one, it's only really light line. Hang on, so got another bream. Yeah, you know what I reckon, William?
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a good sized fish, so you're going to have to be really slow and gentle and measured with it because that's got only 6 pound line on it.
Right.
So lift it over the top of this rod, over this way, come over this side because you're on this side of the line.
It is crossing over this way.
Ooh, go, is it? Whoa. Okay, so don't wind unless you can feel a little bit of looseness. Wonder what that is. That jumped out of the water.
It did.
It's gone around the other line actually.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
And let that guy go. Hang on, where are we? I'll come over and help, William.
It's a stingray.
Oh, you're good. It's a stingray.
What do we do with that?
Okay, it's a decent sized one too. So what I might do, I'll just give you a hand. It's not easy when you're in the open water like this. I'm going to just rest my rod on that thing. I have limited holders out here. Let's have a look. We have to be careful for their tail.
Yeah.
And the things, if this stingray was on the land, it would be much easier to handle. But because we're out in the water, it's much harder to actually, and we've got to avoid the tail because it's got spikes. And he's not a bad size, this one.
No.
So I'm actually going to hold the line. Whoa. He's quite a solid size, actually. Can you hold the rod, William? Now, I'm just being careful because I do respect the stingray and I don't want to get stung, but I'd like to get my hook out. So I've got him. There you go.
Look at that.
Look at that.
So where's the stinger on him, do you know?
The stinger is on his tail. I'm wondering, I'm just going to lift him up. It looks like someone may have, oh, there's one barb down the bottom. It's hard to see because it's folded down at the moment. But I think he has swallowed the hook. It's his little mouth there. It's not going to harm him. I'm just going to need to break this off and tie on a new hook. And it's relatively light line, so so I've just snapped that. Won't hurt him. Look, he's like a dinner plate. And I'll just say, goodbye, Mr. Stingray. We don't want you to hang around.
Off you go. Nick off.
Nick off. Actually, all right, I'll take this. You can go grab your line again. Oh well.
Oh.
It's always interesting, a bit of fun. Just need to put a new hook on here now. Because I'm doing very simple fishing today, my tackle box consists of this tiny little plastic container. That's all I brought with me. 2 spare hooks, a couple of sinkers and a couple of swivels. I can let you see what's in my little bag of tricks. Really, this is the only tackle that I brought with me. I've got 2 spare hooks, there's a couple of baby hooks in there which I don't need, a couple of sinkers and a couple of swivels, and that's the extent of the tackle that I brought with me. So with this type of fishing you need hardly any gear. You can travel really light. It's not likely that you're going to lose a lot of gear, so you really only need a couple of spare hooks. So you can see those ones in there, William, they're similar to what you've got on your line. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
So I'm going to take a hook out of there and tie on a new hook. Anyway, what is this? What is this? It wouldn't be another stingray, would it? What is it? Something just grabbed it. But you're getting lots of bites though. I think it feels a little bit like that.
Another stingray?
Well, it was just sitting on it. I don't know. We'll find out in a second what it is. I just felt this little bite and I'm thinking, hang on. Yeah, it is. Look at that. It just got excited and swam away then.
Yeah.
I think I won't cast in that spot next time.
Why are things going this way?
Oh, come back here.
Want me to help you? I'll hold the rod.
Yeah, I might do that. We might do the same thing again.
No problem.
You got that?
Have you swallowed the hook too?
Yep. There's a place you can grab them. There's a bit of a depression just beside where their eye is.
I watched you do that last time, yeah.
And the same thing on the other side, to the side of their mouth. So you can actually get a really good grip like that.
Right.
And the tail can't get you.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty safe way to grip them. So they just like a vacuum cleaner, they just suck out of there. Yep, so I'm just going to let him go. Off you go. He likes you.
Go away from me, I don't want you.
Thank you. Well, it's been a relatively short session, but very enjoyable. Caught some beautiful eating fish, just illustrating the methods that I'm teaching in this video, which is essentially fish light. use natural baits that you can catch in the area, and then fish the drop-offs where it transitions into deep water. We're probably going to hang for a little bit longer because it's a beautiful afternoon. See if we can catch some more fish. Once again, make sure that you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.